Hi, welcome to Soul Food Ministries and Outreach. I'm Henriette Hobson. Thank you for tuning in. And welcome to the Crafting Corner. um, Today, I am going to show you a way to recycle, what I've done to recycle. And I'm not a wasteful person. I don't like wasting things, and I really, don't want to pay for recycling either. But I love crafts and I enjoy, Christmas because it's all about bling and, just the warmth of joy and giving and being kind and just all the things that Christmas really represents, except for, there's a few things that I'm not exactly thrilled with, but overall, my goal is to keep in mind always and act it out that Jesus is the reason for the season. So, but this is a crafting corner. We're never leaving Jesus out of anything, so there you go. But plastic bottle, just your everyday soda bottle. I'm not gonna name any companies or anything like that. But you're familiar, I'm sure, if you've ever had this particular soda. It's a brown soda. Not proud of the fact that I drink it. Been trying to get off of it, but well, anyway, I do flush out my kidneys with water. Got my little antlers on today in the spirit of, um, Christmas decorations and what we're talking about today. Well, now I know that there's a lot of craft. I mean, it is so many wonderful crafters and the amazing ideas that they have. It is really, really just exciting. And I love crafting, as I've said before in my other videos, how it is very therapeutic. It is used in the medical field, actually, to keep hearing these doggone bells on these antlers. Anyway, and so, crafting is the way to go. I enjoy it. It is a fun time for you by yourself. You can add the whole family in, bring friends over and have a craft session together. I mean, it is just awesome. And this particular craft, it is very elegant looking. It is very high end looking. So many things can be done with it. This one little bottle, I mean, you can do so many things. I had to just stop because I was just trying to get a point across, but then it just started. Of course, your creative juices start, and the next thing you know, you are doing way more than what you planned. So, but you can cut this bottle up, turn it into, add it, glue it, add it on. I use a glue gun, and to put these things together, mainly, all of this has been done with glue guns and some Mod Podge, or you can use just regular white school glue or clear glue, whatever it is, just as long as it won't melt the bottle. Okay, and it will go on smooth enough that if you're doing something that you don't pre-paint or prime the bottle first, that you can't see, a texture that you don't want on it. Okay, so here you go. There's the bottle. Instead of throwing it in the garbage and causing the uproar with, the environmentalists, let's turn it into Christmas. First, here's one that I've done. This was done in, Christmas red with holly leaves and berry, and I collected some of the branches. They're not branches, they're little, they are look like little switches that they used to call switches, where little kids would, get a spanking, which I don't agree with anymore, but can them suckers hurt? Let me tell you, it does get your attention, but that is not the way to do it. Because it leaves marks, and it's just no. Anyway, I don't know why I'm even talking about that. This is not what's on here, but hey, it came up. But anyway, they fall off of a tree in my yard, and they're all over the yard. And so I go out there and I collect them and I turn them into my tree toppers. Now, this can be used as an ornament on the tree by itself, as an ornament, Or you can cut the bottom of this bottle out and you can put it on top of the tree with all your spray at the top and put this on top of the stem that's branch that sticks up, on the top of your tree. Now, what you can do is you can take this very same idea, any color you want, whatever, and you can take many, many more of these. And now you can take out the time to drill some holes in this to try to fit whatever it is you want to fit in here, whatever type, little sprays what you use for your sprays. That's a lot of extra prep. I'm trying to just keep this real simple and fun. I glued them with hot glue. Now you have to kind of stand there for, a couple seconds to, make sure that because it has a little bit of weight to it at the bottom of the little switch branch. And so, in order for the glue to, dry a little bit to hold it. But it is a really easy, quick way to do it. And you can do that just, all the whole come out this way with a lot of spray coming out all the way around, all the way down to the bottom if you want. And just shoot it all out, all the way around. Just huge, just make a beautiful, beautiful tree topper. Excellent way to decorate the tree. You can do it, and you can also just stick it in the tree, at an angle, and let the branches, stick out of the tree, and it'll help fill in, some areas. There is just so much that can be done with it. I mean, as I began, I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, a few years now, several years actually, but when I kind of got started, then it just opened up to, all the wonderful things that you can do with it. I love the red with the green and the holly leaf. Absolutely gorgeous. And you can do, like I said, anything with it. Or you can just sit it on the counter with, a couple of other things. You can stick a candle down in, these bottles and turn into a candle holder. I mean, it is endless what you can do with these bottles. Okay, there you go. That was one that was already done. I have several. Here's another. Oh, how cute. How about that? I've just got a piece of a natural twine on there, but you can put, something sequenced or decorative on there to actually hang on a tree, or the natural twine is fine because it will look like the branch. But I love it. I love this. There you go. There you go. With some ribbon I already had. I went and, got the ribbon, glued it around the bottle, just not all the way around, but, the ends. You can do what you want. But you don't want a lot of glue in between on here to make it a lot of lumps or whatever. But made me a little bow, and there you go. Whatever type bow you like. I thought that was absolutely gorgeous. You can do anything you want with it. Okay, that was number 2. Now I'm going to pull this one out. I haven't finished it, but I wanted you to see. I did kind of vary the color. But a darker, more green in the middle in a band around here. I put the silver on these caps. I could have sprayed them the same color as the bottle, but I didn't because, for various reasons. But anyway, your ornaments that you buy in the store usually have silver or gold caps on them. So that just kind of replicates that. You can leave this bottle plain without a lot of fluff going on and, extra bling if you don't want to, by just painting it. I painted these bottles first, and then I added the glue and the glitter. You can do it just like that, hanging on the tree, and it still will be pretty. Or, stand it up on your table or counter or something somewhere. This is a bottle that I had already painted. I spray painted it. I haven't put the glitter or anything on it, but I wanted you to see, that's what that looks like. Just painted. I suggest that you paint around the edge of this, where the top screws on, but don't get too far up in there because you do want your top to go back on there without interference. If you're not going to put the top on, then hey, go do whatever you want. And you can even put sprays outside of it without the top, or you can drill holes in the top and put the spray. But you can't get as many in if you do that. If you use the top, because it's pretty small. Now here was my just kind of I haven't finished it yet, haven't painted it or done anything to it, but I just wanted you to get an idea of what you can. I mean, it's just endless. You can take and hang these. I put a little tip end on it. I was trying to make a cone in and it wasn't cooperating. I wanted to do this video today. But, go for it with whatever you want. You can get some, if you have something that's already a cone, or make a cone out of some, lightweight poster board or whatever. But I thought this was going to turn out to be a really pretty, and you can string it up and hang it in the window, hang it around in the door arches and what have you. And so basically that's just hot glue and the bottle. That's one solid bottle. Then there's another bottle that has been cut. And then the top of the bottle has been added to that bottle. And then you got your little tip end. Do whatever your imagination, how far it takes you. This is one that I took old plastic egg carton and I made like an ornament ball, to as a topper, and it's just painted right now. But and you can add another bottle to it. I don't have. Okay, here it is. You can take and add another bottle to it on the top, and make you something, large enough to hang or sit on top of a, some type of pot or what have you, like a topiary. And then I gave you, here's an example of an old, and it's just painted, needs to be painted over again, but it's just a shower gel bottle from the dollar store. You can use almost anything. And, paint it, glitter it, bedazzle it, whatever you want to do with it. Okay, now, here is another one. Let's move some of this out of the way. This is one of the other ones that I did. And I put, your crystal, faux crystals on there and what have you. I even did the top to give it that, extra bling, so that anywhere there's light on the tree or in the room, wherever you are, it's bling. You've got your. Now these are they're, well, I don't have a single one out, but they're individuals. They're not on a strip. And so, and then that's just, faux diamond look, what have you, faux crystal look, and just makes them marvelous, beautiful, ornament. Now, you can take with a regular crystal ball that you have, not crystal ball, but mosaic, and put the two, you can take and put, the mosaic and glue another bottle on top. It's endless and it is absolutely beautiful. Here's another, spray painted it. I had some lavender paint left over. I have a lavender bench outside that I do every year, and I had some left over. So I sprayed the bottle to get your pastel colors. They're absolutely gorgeous on the tree. And then I took some, just the faux dollar store crystals that I had in my craft collection, and there it is. Endless, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I had some champagne color spray paint. And I have just lots and lots of different fringes and what have you. Pull something up and out I had. Decided to glue it on. I thought pearls would be elegant on there. I have not actually finished with it. I wanted to put some more around under the lip of the bottle, what have you. But this is such an elegant color. It's like a taupe, but it's called champagne. And it is absolutely beautiful. 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 And then last but not least, this was just a clear bottle. And I layered it with the snow looking crystals. Glitter. And I had to put about 4 coats on there because it really did not do well because the paint or the glue showed up, through it, if you could see through it. So I didn't want to paint it white. I wanted to do something clear. And when I put about 3 or 4 coats on there, it turned out just fine. And then I put a little larger crystal, glitter around this part here, and it has just a little bit of a color to it. And then, like I said, some trim. And I don't know if you can, the lighting is picking up the bling on all of this. It's just beautiful. And so, put as little or as much on your ornament that you would like. Now, this was another one that I made, and I took one of the soda bottles to make a topiary look. I took and put 2 bottoms of a bottle, of 2 bottles, cut the bottoms off, and glued them together in the middle there to give that topiary effect. And this is a tea bottle. Play with the shapes. And then, once it's all painted and decorated, I am sure it is going to be absolutely fabulous. So there you go. There was a couple of other things I wanted to bring up. When you're doing crafts, you're going to need a few things. And I just happen to have this. I was using it, the X-Acto knife. And they're great. They're great. You have to be careful with stabbing into things and cutting. So this one's a very old one. I've had this for a very, very long time, but it is, this is what it looks like. It comes in that box, and then, it's in a little, a hard plastic with a lid. Lid comes off. You've got 2 knives, one a little larger than the other, very sharp, and it comes with extra blades. There you go. So, the X-Acto knives really do help while you're doing your crafts and what have you, cutting different things or what. Sharpie, they always come in handy, no matter what you're doing. Just about a Sharpie can come in handy. Now, my drill, I've been using it because I was using a nail, and I was drilling holes in the tops of the soda bottles so that I could put string or twine or something, to be able to hold the bottle to the tree or what have you, and just knotted it, pulled it through, and, kind of tied it off to make a little loop or however you want to do it. And then, this is my drill that I've been using for years on a little bit of everything, wood, what have you. But this is what I used in order to make the holes in there with just a small nail. Now, what I saw on another YouTube channel, can't see my antlers. YouTube channel is, let me tilt this up a little bit so that I won't be just leaning down and talking into it that way. Anyway, I thought it was genius. It's one of those things like, why didn't I think of that? This lady, she was using, I don't know where she was from. She was from another country, I think. But she was using, it looked like a drill gun, but it was a high glue gun. I thought, wow, this is, and it had a battery and all. It looked exactly like this. Had a battery that controls it. You do not have to plug it in and dealing with all that and, dealing with electricity on forever. And however they had that set up with the glue coming through like you would and oops, and they're genius, genius. Why didn't I think of that? So there you are. Uh, just have a good time with it. Make your color theme, whatever your theme is. Make your colors, and of course you're gonna have glitter everywhere. Every year, if you're a crafter, you know how that goes. Everybody's got glitter on them. Usually the men are complaining about glitter all over their stuff and whatever. But regardless, it ends up making just a fun, festive time. And like I said, it's therapeutic. Make sure that you do something to put your own special touch on it. You can actually have the kids to do most of it. Actually, if you have them use this, you teach them how to recycle and do it well. And they will see how it would encourage them. So, because it's a project that it's so easy for them to do. And then when they're done, they have seen how elegant everything is and looks, and they did it themselves. And if you want to, you can make them, get them their own tree. It doesn't have to be, a 8-foot tree or anything like that. But, just one of the 5-footers or something, and use this for a topper on it in whatever color, they want. And I intended to make sure that I did a Barbie pink one. But I wanted to get this done because I was just going on and on and on and making more bottles, and time was going on. And I like that when, you get your ideas before the holiday, it's up on you. You can do it in advance. So that's the reason that I was kind of rushing it, trying to get it all done on film for you. So it would just hopefully inspire you to do something and get busy and, have your little craft fun day and all that with some snacks or what have you. So anyway, there you are. There you are. Enjoy Christmas. Enjoy the fact and be thankful. I know there have been people that have said, even when I'm out at the store or whatever, and, this man, he was, some people are just irate no matter what. But, he was mad because people were, trying to, Christmas shop already. Thanksgiving haven't even come yet, and, everybody's getting about Thanksgiving, And it's like, you know what? No. I love Thanksgiving. I love all the holidays. I don't celebrate Halloween, never will. And that's a whole nother video to go. I already have one up. You can find it. But I love Thanksgiving. I love the pumpkins and the orange and the fall leaves and all that. And without Jesus, we don't have much to be thankful for. So Thanksgiving to me runs throughout the year. It runs into every holiday that I do. Everything that I do and everything that I have, everything that I've been blessed with, or even that I don't have, that I maybe want, I'm thanking God anyway. He said, be thankful. Give him thanks no matter what the situation. If you have what it is that you are trusting him for and believing him for yet, just continue to trust and believe. Don't get stressed out about it. Just thank him. Stay grateful. Stay grateful. It will keep you in perfect peace. If you keep your mind stayed on him, the scripture says. So, roll all the holidays, into each other, because they should all be about him, no matter what it is. If it's Memorial Day or Labor Day, thank the Lord for, the business that you have, or the job that you have, or whatever it is, no matter how big or small. Give thanks. The Labor Day, Memorial Day, thank God for, all of the servicemen and women that have given their lives and their health mental health as well as physical, and served for you. And the ones that have lost loved ones that served, pray for them. So much prayer needs to go out. There's so much going on, and we have just so much to be thankful for here in America, even though there's still such horror going on in different places, but it's not everywhere. Our whole entire country is not being bombed to smithereens like some other places. There are some deranged people that are mass, shooting and killing and harming people. Unfortunately, that is just so terrible, and I'm so, just heartbroken about that. But I also have to give God thanks for protecting me and my family. And over here in this country, the majority of the people are safe. How, you don't get down on God going, well, if he was a God of love, he wouldn't allow this to happen. Listen, you just don't understand him and how things work with him. He's not allowing it. He's not doing it. He left it to the Christians to be able to break through and pray through. And if we would stop, putting God's fire out here in our country, in our schools, and everywhere that we, had representation of him, that they've said, oh, no more. You can't bring a Bible in here. You can't put the 10 Commandments up here and all that. I don't live in the Old Testament, but those 10 Commandments still, they are a reminder of being a good person, doing good. Not a beat down, about, well, if you mess up, but I remember a gentleman, let me make sure I'm not going away. I just saw him on the way out of the store. I was getting in my car. I was in a sports car, and he was admiring whatever, car enthusiast and what have you. So, maybe he had another motive too, but regardless, it started out about the car. And he said, and I began to talk to him about the Lord, of course, that's what I do all the time. And he said, well, he said, the 10 Commandments saved my life. He said, and saved this other man's life. He said, I was going to kill him. He said, and I heard inside of my heart, my mind, or whatever, thou shalt not kill. Now, I don't know where that came from, if his grandmother or his mother or his great-grandma or auntie or somebody, took him to church, or he knew about, the 10 Commandments or whatever have you. But it came back up, thou shalt not kill. He said, and I put that weapon away, and I didn't kill that man that day. He said, and it saved my life from ruining my own life and going to prison and having on me, that whole weight and guilt of taking a human life unnecessarily, and I spared his life. Wow. Don't tell me that these things don't have an effect, because they do. And we may not see enough of it, but if you don't, thanks God for the internet, we can go around the world. And we're starting to hear the testimonies of so many people around the world, how God has been there for them and helped them and their families and stopped them from doing something. We ought to listen to the Lord. Listen to the Holy Spirit when he speaks. It's out there in every form, either on your inside of you and in your heart and your mind or whatever, or on television. I know that half these preachers, or more than half, are not, but it's the word that you want to listen to. Open the Bible up and read it for yourself. I know that a lot of them are twisting the Bible, but you got to know Jesus for yourself and learn of him. So anyway, I don't want to get this too far gone. I invite you to give him your life. Live for him. Be the best Christmas you've ever had. Best Thanksgiving you've had. Come on, thankful. Oh my goodness. It'll tune up the thankfulness and gratefulness in your life like, and everybody else around you, if you one of them mean souls, oh, they'll be grateful too when the love of Jesus comes into your heart. So anyway, I hope you are encouraged and inspired to go and, make some cute little, bottled, recycled ornaments and enjoy. See you next time. God bless you and love you and keep you.